I'm over here on vacation visiting in-laws, and I was having a hankering for some greens, for some, I don't know, vegetable type things. However, blessedly, they also live in a rather damp, a nice, gets lots of rain part of the eastern U.S., and so they have an abundance of wild herbs out there and plants, and they also have an asparagus bed. So I got this slightly overdone asparagus, but it'll be fine. It crisped off, and then a bunch of other good stuff in here, like a lamb's quarter of a variety of leaf sizes. This one's a little bit more serrated than the ones around where we come from. And two different types of dock. This is a little curly dock leaf, because I think the smaller ones are more tender. So I think this one's the curly dock leaf. I got a couple of beet greens, but don't worry, I only took one or less from each plant, so they'll all be fine. Here's another type of a dock. It might be yellow or something, it's just not as curly. Lamb's quarter, very tasty, I got plenty of that. I got some skinny plantain. Small and large. And some clover leaves, like I have never seen. Look at the size of this clover leaf. It's like as big as my thumb. So I got some clover action. Here's some more dock leaves, small and large. There's a stem of an asparagus that my daughter got tired of eating and said, "Here you go, Papa." One of them picked me an entire lemon sorrel plant, which probably not eat the root, but the top is pretty good. More clover in here, and more clover in here, and then they all went through the pea patch as well, so I got some peas, which is nice. Those aren't wild, those are part of the garden. Beet greens, so it's nice having a little bit of extra knowledge of what's around you, so that if you don't want to go to the store, you don't want to make an extra trip. Here's one of those more straight dock leaves. You can eat stuff, lettuces and greens, and you don't have to go buy spinach from the store, which can also be convenient, but it's also like, man, sometimes they got all those recalls and whatnot. They're telling you that you can't eat any spinach because it's all loaded up with E. coli and whatnot, but it was nice and rainy today, so this stuff's almost been freshly washed. I'll probably rinse it off again too. But there it is. Local edible herbs for you, and it's going to be super delicious when we saute it up, and a little butter and salt and pepper in there. More lamb's quarter leaves. This is the regular plantain leaf. You can tell that it's plantain because of the way it is. It has this rounder sort of vein pattern. They all start in the bottom and they kind of bow out. And then this one you can see is similar, but it's more of a lengthened out version. So, yep, more the same in here. Oh, now check out my locally harvested bowl full of goodness. Many different colors, some little purple from the flowers, some pea pod action, and the smell. It smells very green and healthy and full of phytonutrients. Crunchy, crunchy, and unless you live near some sort of a wild, outrageous grocery store, I feel like this is more of a variety of green things than you can usually even buy in the store. They might have this and that. You can get some kale, but man, I got like 7 different types of plants in here. And we get an extra crunchy bit from like this. I think that's that piece of asparagus my daughter gave me. Super good.